Hello, YouTubers. All 5 or 6 or 7 of you. Just wanted to show you how far I've gotten on Pickles, my South African bullfrog's tank. My neighbor was kind enough to help me, thanks to John. Kind enough to help me with the siliconing the glass wall in. The way I had it set up before, it was not siliconed in. It was just kind of used as a barrier, and that's a long story, but it didn't work out well. Made everything super, super wet, and believe it or not, they do need to burrow, and they don't want to burrow in total wetness. So, I haven't decorated yet at all, so please forgive the look of it. It's mostly functional right now until I get the backdrop in or plants. I'm just kind of taking my time with it. But here's what I have so far. I have a really nice, nice and quiet, but I actually like the sound of water running in the living room and crickets, and so call me weird, but I don't need it to be that quiet. I like the sounds that an aquarium makes. But anyway, so this is Pickle's wet side, and this is where she can, you know, do some swimming around. I do have a heater. It only goes up to, well, it's pretty much preset on 78 degrees, which is perfect. So I've got the bubbles are, I have to test the water yet just to make sure the ammonia levels are good, but it's dechlorinated water, and I'm constantly monitoring that. But over here we have live moss. This is a moss bed that you see. This tank is pretty good size. I mean, I don't know if you can tell. It's a good sized tank. It's perfect for her. I'm telling you, she mostly sleeps. She brumated for 6 months. Might have been 7 months. She's so easy that I just want her to have the best life ever. Even the ones that aren't so easy, I want them to have the best life ever. But this is her setup. I just basically keep this in here. And then I also have other humidity and probes that I'll use. I don't have any heating underneath. I stopped using heating underneath because I just felt like it was too difficult to manage. So I only use heating on the sides and above, of course, depending on the species and depending on what their UVA and UVB needs are. Frogs are pretty easy, believe it or not. Some of them require a little more and some don't require a whole lot. My toads really don't require a whole lot, but I still give them some UVA and UVB, but it's kind of on a moderate level. It's really not a big deal. But anyway, she's in there now sleeping, and this is, I love using marble. You can get this at Tuesday Morning. Marble to me is, it's clean, it's natural, it's heavy. You can do a lot of things with it, and so it's not uncommon for me. I even, when I have a heating lamp that I want to set off to the side, a lot of times I will use marble and pavers that you get at Lowe's. I'll set things on pavers, and marble, any little things you can find. Just make sure they don't have any other salts in them or chemicals in them. Make sure it's all natural. So you really have to kind of check it out thoroughly. But I use a lot of natural stone products, and even the pavers. I don't think those are natural, but they do work like a charm on everything. So anyway, this is her new setup so far. She had this tank before, but I had her out of it for about 7 months. And some moderate lighting. Temperatures are good. Yeah, so that's it. It took me a long time to get to this place, but what you see here is there was a little tiny leak along this wall. And again, there's going to be foliage and plants and whatnot, but so rather than freak out and redo the whole thing, I still need some moisture in there because the isopods and the springtails are everywhere, so I want them to have some moisture as well. But it's just enough. That little tiny leak, I put some of some foam in there, some like a sponge from Josh's, you know, the bottoms that you can use, and you can cut pieces and whatnot. So that's basically blue, and that's what's keeping the leak. And then I went ahead and took a sponge that I've never used, and it's green, and I just kind of plunked it in there. It just looks like a tennis ball, but it's not. And that should do just enough to make sure that too much water doesn't leak through. That's my beautiful Sheba sneezing. It's allergy season, isn't it, baby? It's allergy season. Oh, love of my life. Oh my God, you have no idea how much I love her. Okay. Bless you, darling. Bless you. Oh my God, I love you so much. Okay, so that's it in a nutshell. This is basically Pickles setup. I'll do another video when I get to the point where I have the foliage. I have some plants right now that these plants right now are just kind of going through that. I want to make sure there isn't any kind of chemicals on them. Oh, baby. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know I've got some other things coming. So, say hi to Mittens. Hello. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi, Mittens. Yeah. He is going through his teenage years. I think I mentioned in another video that my veiled chameleon was just so friendly all the time. And I see other people post. But trust me when I tell you, the teenage years where they want nothing to do with you really does happen at some point. And then they just hiss. They're so harmless. I just make sure I don't go to touch him from above. I don't want him freaking out. He freaked out one time and fell. And I just don't want that to happen. So, yeah. But God, is he fun. He is so awesome. He is a huge enclosure. I put in some more vines last night. I should have done a video on it, but I didn't. But I put in, it's moss and plastic. I use both, real and artificial. And the isopods that are multiplying deep in this soil, well, they're just having family reunions right and left. They are just, I will never be without isopods again. I can't believe they charge so much for isopods. It makes me sick, but that's a whole other topic. Okay, yeah, that's it. I hope you all have a blessed day. If you like what you see, if you like what you hear, hopefully both, you will hit the thumbs up button, and you can hit subscribe if you like. And then you can be like number 8, because I'm not going to stop. It might take me 10 years to get 100 people, and I don't care. This is just too much fun, and I want to teach people what I didn't know in the beginning, because I have to tell you, if you do it right, everything is low maintenance. If you do it the right way, and that means a biotank with everything like isopods, springtails, eating the poop. You won't have any smell. You know, it doesn't have to be so difficult. You just have to learn from others and try things. You know, it's fun. It's fun failing, honestly. Okay, it's not that much fun failing, but it can be. You know, everything's a learning experience. So, again, if you like what you hear, like what you see, hit the thumbs up. A lot of people watch my video, but they don't hit the thumbs up. So now I know why my other YouTube channels, why everybody whines about it. Okay, whining over. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you soon.